Welcome back. Today's explainer is all about a massive, and I mean absolutely massive, shift happening right now in the e-commerce world. We're talking about moving from reactive, cross your fingers guessing, to proactive, totally confident business growth. I mean, if you've ever felt like running your online store is just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what actually sticks, hey, you are absolutely not alone. Today, we're diving into a platform called AMJIX that completely flips this script. Our main focus here is exactly how AMJIX guides tangible business growth through smart, automated decision-making. All right, let's jump right in.
So, if you run a store, I bet you've stared at the ceiling at 2 a.m. asking yourself this exact question. Is the problem my pricing, my product, or my traffic? You've launched. You've put in the grueling hours. The store looks incredible. Everything is right where it should be, but crickets. The sales just aren't rolling in the way you expected. And look, you've probably read a million different growth hacks online, but let's be real, none of them actually tell you what your specific store needs today. You're just left staring at your screen completely paralyzed, wondering, is it the pricing, the product? Do I just need more eyeballs on the site, or is there some invisible problem I haven't even spotted yet? Here's the truth. Most store owners don't fail because they didn't hustle hard enough or because their product was bad. They fail simply because no one ever told them what to actually do next. Honestly, that isn't a you problem. That is a no one is watching your store problem. When you're a solopreneur or running a tiny team, you are wearing literally every single hat. You cannot possibly monitor every variable 24/7. And that's exactly the void AMJX is designed to fill. It steps in as those extra eyes and ears that never, ever sleep. Think about the tools we all normally use. Your standard analytics tools, they give you numbers, page views, bounce rates, session durations, but they're basically a rear-view mirror. They are fantastic for seeing what already happened in the past, but they are terrible at telling you what to do about those numbers right now. AMJIX, on the other hand, is a forward-looking advisor. It's not just going to dump a spreadsheet of raw data on your desk. It actually decides with you and points you to the exact road ahead. You know, this difference gets even clearer when we compare it to AI tools we're all using lately, like ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is an incredibly useful on-demand assistant, but there is a massive catch. It only works if you already know what to ask. If you have no idea why your shopping carts are being abandoned, you can't exactly write a prompt to fix it, right? AMJIX doesn't sit around waiting for a prompt. It proactively watches your store, sniffs out the opportunities you didn't even know were there, recommends your next move, and, this is huge, it follows up with you until the task is actually done. Section 1. The mechanics. From guessing to knowing. So how does this actually look in practice? The reality is, it's completely frictionless. Step 1, you connect your store, let's say at Shopify, with just one click. It uses read-only access, so literally nothing changes without your say-so. Step 2, AMJIX watches daily. It quietly monitors what's happening and, honestly, what isn't happening. Step 3, it recommends. The second something needs your attention, it tells you exactly what to do. And finally, Step 4, you act and AMJIX tracks the results. No clunky dashboards to decode, no endless PDF reports to put you to sleep, just a totally clear path on your next best move. What this creates is a completely different kind of merchant journey. It's not your standard run-of-the-mill sales funnel. It's a true advisory path. On day 1, you connect, and the system instantly analyzes your products, your pricing, and your trust signals. By day 2, boom, you get your very first prioritized task. It's your single most important action for that day. From there, it's just ongoing, daily guidance, one priority a day. This step-by-step handholding is specifically designed to march you straight toward that massive milestone, your first sale. And once you hit that, it doesn't stop. It immediately pivots to continuous growth, guiding you to your next 10 sales and way beyond. Section 2. Data-backed decisions in action. Let's look at our real-world example. Say, increasing a product's price. Now, most store owners are absolutely terrified to do this, right? But AMJIX might hand you this exact recommendation with a 92% confidence score, projecting an extra $870 a month. Why? Because the data shows your competitors are charging more and getting higher sales. Or take something simpler, like tweaking a product title. You might get an alert with an 81% confidence score, projecting an extra $140 a month, just because you're missing the exact keywords shoppers are actually searching for. It takes the guesswork completely out of it. Here's another one for you, an 88% confidence score, telling you to pause an underperforming ad campaign. I mean, think about how much money small stores bleed on bad ads every single day. It's wild. AMJIX spots a campaign that's just chewing up your budget while converting it 5 times below your store's average. With 88% confidence, it taps you on the shoulder and says, Pause this. That instantly saves you an expected $310 a month by catching that blind spending before it drains your account. It's literally protecting your downside while growing your upside.
The absolute crucial point here is that a true advisor doesn't just spark orders at you. It gives you the reasoning. Every single recommendation comes with the why and a confidence level. For instance, it might tell you, hey, your product page is missing size guidance, and shoppers who can't confirm the fit rarely convert. Because it hands you that confidence percentage, it's always 100% honest about its certainty. It's never going to oversell a wild guess as a hard fact. You stay in the driver's seat, but finally, you actually have a map.
Section 3. Real Merchant Impact. Now let's talk about what happens when this hits the real world. Take Sarah, for example. She runs a fashion store, and her story is something I think we can all relate to. She said, I kept lowering prices. AMJIX showed me pricing wasn't the problem. Sarah was completely stuck in that dreaded cycle of blind price cutting, just assuming her stuff was too expensive because it wasn't moving. But AMJIX analyzed her store, found the actual bottleneck, and once she followed that advice, she added over $1,200 to her monthly revenue. She finally stopped guessing and actually started growing. We see that exact same power in a single targeted change with Michael, a home decor merchant. By letting this automated advisor guide his pricing strategy based on actual market data instead of just a gut feeling, his store saw an 18% jump in conversion rate. 18%. And it wasn't from completely overhauling his entire website or spending thousands on redesigns. It was about finding the one specific lever that was stuck and just pulling it. So you might be wondering, what exactly is the system looking at to find these magic levers? Well, quietly running in the background, AMJIX is monitoring your product selection, figuring out exactly which items deserve your spotlight today. It's checking your product titles so they're actually searchable, not just creative. It analyzes your pricing to make sure you're priced to sell without blindly slashing your margins. It even reviews your images and those little store trust signals. You know, the tiny details shoppers subconsciously check before they actually hand over their credit card. And on top of all that, it keeps an eye on your marketing budget to ensure your limited time and cash are going to the right place. Now, hearing all that analysis happening at once, you might think you'd be getting bombarded with alerts every 5 seconds. But the core philosophy here is super simple. One priority a day. No noise, no overwhelm. Because as a store owner, the absolute last thing you need is a paralyzing to-do list with 50 items staring back at you. By distilling all that complex background data into one crystal clear, actionable step for today, AMJIX ensures you actually make progress. You log in, you see your single most important task, you read the why and the confidence score, you knock it out, and you move on with your day. And that brings us to our final takeaway. The difference between growing and guessing really just comes down to one decision. You can keep throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping your analytics dashboard will magically tell you what to do, or you can bring on an automated advisor that actually decides with you. Right now, AMJIX is totally free during its beta period. No credit card needed, just a secure, read-only connection to your store. So I'll leave you with this. What is your next decision going to be? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and here's to growing your business with absolute confidence.